So kind of extrapolating a little bit more from that, if I'm a engineer developer, I'm concerned about moving ahead in my career and growing, and yet you've seen a lot, not just at who you've worked with as a developer in those different, but certainly coaching and the training classes, all of that. If you could pick one or two, like this is probably the most common skill that I think is an opportunity or a need or an area. Like I'm a dev, just your average developer, just trying to move forward. What would you say, like most commonly, without knowing you, I would guess it's one of these two, three things as a problem or a gap that you might see. What would you recommend that they, if you just tackle one thing or look into one thing, skill, knowledge area, mindset?
Yeah. So, I mean, we've got kind of a self-selecting audience that comes to the certified Scrum developer class, which, I made a comment that the people may be working in a more modern language like Ruby or Kotlin or something. They don't need the basics. But when I get people coming to our classes, I kind of see that they don't think about the problem in terms of what is that smallest nugget of value that I could deliver.
Mm,
They're kind of thinking more in terms of if I type in a nonsense number, if I type in an invalid value, if I'm throwing invalid input at the system, how does it behave? And it's like, no, we really want to focus on what happens if you enter one of something or many of something. How does the system behave in that? And what does the system actually spit out at you? Thinking about how we unit test a system to grow it from that small value to the largest system that we
yeah.
want to put out there.
Yeah, which is great. We got to just experience that as a team when you're like breaking it down again
Yeah.
small. It's one thing we know we can move forward.